My name's Brian, and you're watching Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is going to be about a really cool ceramic knife from Phil Cressman over at ceramicknives.org. And this is Phil's ceramic rigger's knife with Marlin Spike. And you can see it has a Marlin Spike on it here. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But let's take some close-up looks at this thing because it is indeed pretty, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so this is the ceramic rigger's knife with a Marlin Spike from ceramickknives.org. This knife features a 3-inch ceramic blade with a skeletonized stainless steel frame and a stainless steel Marlin Spike with ambidextrous thumb studs, a lanyard hook, and a pocket clip. All right, that was a close-up, saying as many specs as I have on this ceramic rigger's knife from ceramickknives.org. Now, I have to say, it's pretty lightweight. I don't have exact weight on it, but I don't know if you've noticed before, but I really like ceramic knives for several reasons. I, however, have trashed a couple of them by misuse and improper use. So we get that right out on the table right now. I'm going to take really good care of this one. We're not going to chop with it. We're not going to baton with it. We're not going to let it slip out of our hands and check the balance. We're going to not do anything stupid with it because I have done that and broken several ceramic knives. But let's talk about why I like them and what I think is cool about it and why other people like them, and there's some pros and cons about it, and then we'll get into the use of this knife. So first of all, ceramic knife blades have the ability to maintain a really hard edge because ceramic is a really hard material. So they can maintain an edge up to 10 times as long as a steel knife blade. Under some uses up to 40 times as long, so they can go for years literally without needing to be sharpened if you take care of them. They also are very, very corrosion resistant. They're never going to rust. They're impervious to most corrosive things that are going to hurt steel knives. Also, very, very hard, very non-porous, so they're easy to clean and keep clean. They don't impart any taste to food or any metallic stuff or anything like that. And another big benefit they have, and I'm just realized this from reading Phil's website, is if you work around electricity, a lot of electricians and people that are in sensitive positions where they don't need a lot of sparks, people that work with flammable gases and stuff, use ceramic knives because they're non-conductive. They won't spark and arc. The blades won't anyway. So that's another a really good point about ceramic knives that I really wasn't even aware of. I just like them because they're really sharp. They're really smooth and they look really cool. So, I'm just being honest with you, right? So, what are some of the drawbacks of ceramic knives? Well, they're very, very hard, which makes them very kind of more brittle than, say, steel. So, if one slipped out of my hand and kind of stuck in the tree at one time, and the tip of it broke off. Another time, I was carving on a little pine. A little small branch with a lot of little branches off of it, trying to carve all the knots off, and I got finished and it looked like a jigsaw puzzle out of the blade because I had just completely abused the blade. You haven't even seen that one because I just didn't show the video. Didn't even finish the video. As soon as I saw that, I killed it. It was ridiculous. But those if you tried any kind of, it's not going to bend. Any kind of sideways force on it too much, you're going to snap it. It's just, you can snap a really hard steel that way too, but ceramics just, so that's one of the drawbacks of it. They're fragile, maybe is not the right word, but you definitely have to be more careful with them. So they're more fragile than, say, 1095 steel for sure. But they do have those benefits of being really, really maintaining an edge and being non-corrosive and non-conductive and stuff like that. So I like that about them. We'll take a look at the sharpness of this thing in a minute, but just to show you, this particular knife is a frame lock, so it has a stainless steel frame, and the frame comes down and locks in. It's a very, very solid lockup. No more effort, work, and pressure than you would want to put on this. There's never going to come unlocked with you. And then also, this one particular model has a Marlin Spike, and if you're not familiar with the Marlin Spike, it's typically used in a nautical knife. And it's used for mostly for working with ropes and untied knots and stuff. And it's actually, you can use it for like sail repair and stuff, or it's got a little hole there you could thread in net repair, or even rough canvas repair. You could use it as kind of a needle, but it's not super, super sharp. And it's not sharp on purpose. It's kind of dull to where you can work your way in knots and help untie knots and stuff that get really tight and jammed. That's really hard to do with your fingers. So it's a really handy tool if you're working with ropes and knots of any kind, whether you're on a ship or you're in the woods. This particular model has both a lanyard clip, you can hang it on, you know, whatever you want to hang it on, I guess, or a removable pocket clip. Again, all stainless steel, so the corrosion resistance on this is going to be really high. If you work around salt water a lot, if you're a saltwater fisherman or whatever, this could be a really good tool for you. It's smooth as butter too, I got to tell you. It's absolutely locks up nice and tight. I don't know if you can even see, you know, let's see, hear that little click. I mean, it's just very well constructed. I think Phil makes these, I'm not sure what his process is, to be honest with you, but you know, it's adjustable. He's got flathead screws in there, so you can adjust if you need to. You can adjust the tension on all this stuff. He's got the frame put together with flathead screws. You don't got to have any fancy tools to maintain your knife. The only thing that's not a flathead, I think, is the pocket clip, and it's just a little Allen wrenches. So hex, I think they're just little hex wrenches. So pretty much basic tools you can maintain your knife. You don't have anything special. And he actually sells little diamond pads for sharpening this, so you would sharpen this on like a really fine diamond stone if you have to sharpen it. It's going to last a really, really long time. But I'm rambling as usual, so let's go ahead and get to doing some knife stuff with this. All right, so I got you adjusted down here just so you can see a little better. Got just a piece of paracord here, and all I do is just go ahead and it's obviously anything will cut paracord, just to kind of show you, but it's gosh, it's really hard to demonstrate just how sharp something is. You know, you can't tell the feel on the video, but it's pretty sharp. So let's try it with something else. Let's try, we got some I don't know what this is, if it's hemp or if it's sisal. I think it might be hemp, but we'll go ahead and cut that for you. All right, cut, and we'll try another little piece here. So, I mean, cuts great. Okay, so I've got a, just to show you why I like this Marlin Spike, I've got a really, really pretty tight little slip knot in here, and I'm having trouble already getting this thing to pull out. I mean, it's tight, okay? This natural rope really tightens up. I can't even pull the slip part through. Won't even, there we go, won't even come through. So taking the Marlin Spike, and you can kind of work it in, and it's not sharp enough where it will really stab you, but we can get it in, and it's tapered, so you can kind of create a little room in your knot, and you've got enough of a pointiness to it to penetrate through there. But you know, if you're careful, you won't stab yourself with it. Now, if you stick yourself with that, it's still going to hurt, but it's not like a needle point. And what you've done, if you can see, we just opened up a little room in that knot, and that allows you to work with it. Oop. This allows you to work with it a little better. So, and you can kind of do it without really a whole lot of effort. So, and then it gives you a chance to just take the knot apart. So, you know, Marlin Spikes are a really handy tool to have if you're working with knots and ropes. Okay, so that was a brief demo of the ceramic rigger's knife with a Marlin Spike from ceramicknives.org. from Phil Cressman over there. And I'd like to thank Phil for sending me this so I could show it to you. This thing retails for about 79 bucks, I think, on his website. I can tell you that the craftsmanship on this thing is completely evident. It is extremely well made, extremely clean and functional and smooth, very precise lockup. Just everything about this screams quality. And if you like working with ropes, or you do a lot of knots and tying and stuff, and you just like cool knives, this might be a really good choice for you. So I'll put a link to Phil's website below. That's ceramickknives.org. And I hope this has been helpful. Hope you've enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up and for sharing it with your friends. And if you want to support the channel financially, please check out the Amazon links below. And if you don't see anything on the Amazon store you like, there's a little Powered by Amazon button up there above the categories menu thing. If you click that, anything you buy on Amazon will help support the channel. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate all your support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident. So be prepared. See you next time.